Okay, I'm so excited. We just got here to the gym and Nick has programmed for me. So pretty much last week I had a really rough week. I just finally got really tired. 6.5 months of not sleeping properly caught up with me, and so shiny. And I just kind of crashed, and I didn't want to train for the first time in a really long time, and my body didn't want to cooperate, and I actually couldn't sleep. I was so tired, and it just got really shit. So he said that's not ideal. So today I have programmed for me to do a class or do something really fun, whatever I want. And I think I will still do a class at some stage this week. But for now, Maddie and I are going to train together. We've just left Scotty, timed it right, left Scotty at home with my mum and my little sister. They're going to look after her. And we are literally just going to put something really fun together. We've got this sick open new space. It's still developing, but and we don't have everything sort of in its place, but we've got all this room to play, and we're going to just come up with something really fun and just like throw down, have a blast, and crank the tunes together. So we're going to do the you go, I go style, but per movement rather than per round. So the first one we're going to do is a 12-minute AMRAP, 4 snatches at 60 kilos, 8-meter handstand walk, 12 cal ski. Then in the middle, we're going to go accumulate 40 meters of a D ball over the shoulder for distance. So throwing it down now because we've got this nice long new gym, and 120 GHD sit-ups. And you can break that total load up between the two of you. So we're doing it in pairs. You can break it up between the two of you as much as you like until it's done, and then you can move on to your 12-minute AMRAP of 4 muscle ups, 4 power cleans to 60 kilos, and then 12 cals on the assault bike. And again, they're all movement for movement. So Maddie does the snatches, I do the snatches. Maddie handstand walks, I handstand walk. Maddie ski, I ski. We keep doing that, and we'll have a total time at the end. So that last 12-minute AMRAP is essentially going to start after, depending on how long we take to accumulate that D ball and GHD little complex in the middle. It's going to be fun, it's going to be gross, and yeah, let's do it. Okay, so we just changed it so that it's a little bit more even and a little bit more of a race. Instead of doing the AMRAP thing, because we've got that bit in the middle that can take different time, we're going to go 4 rounds each and 4 rounds each. So Maddie and I partner together. We're still going to go he goes, I go until we've both done 4 rounds each. Guys, so for today I am having a really fun day. I get to choose my own workout and do some really fun stuff, and I'm spending a bit of time prepping for Christmas, getting some last minute presents, and just getting really excited for the holidays. And it got me thinking about nutrition and food consumption and everything over Christmas Day, and I've come up with 5 tips to avoid any crazy excessive blowouts over Christmas. Now, it's okay to blow out a little bit. It's okay to relax a little bit over Christmas and to enjoy good food with good company. I definitely do that. I take some time to just take the pressure off and just don't stress or anything about food. It should never be about guilt. In saying that, you can definitely make yourself feel a little bit better. So first tip, this is seems really simple and really silly, but put your food on a plate. Be deliberate about what you're eating and actually put it on a plate. Take the time to go and sit down and look at your food, see it, and then consume it more mindfully. If you're just snacking and walking past and having one rumble here and 2 chips there, it's really easy. It's easy to do and it's easy to overconsume and just have a whole heap of random things that make you feel crappy. But by putting it on a plate and being deliberate about sitting down and seeing it, you are actually more aware and more mindful of what you're consuming, and that is hopefully going to avoid a little bit of the extra crazy snacking, because it's too much effort to do that every single time you want to pick at something on the table. Okay, tip 2. This is just a normal life thing, but it applies very, very specifically to Christmas as well. It works super well, is to keep a really big water bottle with you at all times and keep it full. I have like a really big Yeti one that's like huge like this, and every single time I carry it around with me and I keep it in the car, I drink so much more water for the day, and I avoid crazy snacking if I've gone grocery shopping hungry, or the opportunity that you can just eat things that you shouldn't necessarily eat when you're not actually hungry. So have some water before you arrive at the next person's house for Christmas for lunch or dinner or whatever. Have a few mouthfuls before you actually eat your meal, and it's going to avoid that whole confusion of, am I thirsty, am I hungry, am I going to just overdo everything? And if you're eating saltier foods, fattier foods, more processed foods, or you're drinking a little bit more alcohol, it's just going to make you feel better in the long run, keep digestion good, and it's going to essentially just make you feel that little bit better. You can never go wrong with drinking a little bit too much water, or a little bit more water. Okay, now tip number 3. Tip number 3 is, imagine this. You turn up for Christmas lunch and everybody's brought a plate. So everyone's brought salads and desserts and, you know, like roast foods and meats and everything you can possibly imagine. Everyone's contributed something, and there's just an absolute crazy amount of food on the table. If you pile up one of everything on your plate, you're naturally going to end up with too much. You're not going to have this much chicken, this much turkey, this much, you know, it ends up being kind of like a fair bit of food, and it's what I call the buffet effect, where you end up just consuming a crazy amount of different foods. You feel terrible. I know if I eat that many ingredients in one meal, I feel absolutely terrible. For each meal, pick one side. So usually it's a carbohydrate side, either potatoes, salad, or some kind of roast vegetables, or whatever it is that you've got. Pick one of those. Pick one protein. So go turkey or ham or steak or whatever it is you have, whatever you eat in your family, and then pick one dessert. Yes, you're going to have dessert. It's a reality, but pick one. Don't have 4 of them or 5 of them or whatever. When you come back to the next meal, pick 3 different things or 4 different things. So pick one of each category that you didn't have before. And then as the day goes on, you get a little bit of everyone's cooking, you get something really nice, but you haven't had everything at one sitting, felt absolutely terrible, overeaten and not eaten enough in the whole day, but then eaten too much here or there, or just end up being totally messy and out of control. Okay, tip number 4. I'm definitely going to be this person, and that is a person that contributes something healthy to the table. Be the person that turns up with a fruit salad. There is absolutely nothing wrong with that, instead of turning up with something totally crazy. Or for me, I actually went and bought a recipe book that has healthy Christmas alternatives. So all of your favorites, but in a healthier version. The recipe book, for anyone wanting to know, is called Crap Free Christmas by My Food Religion, and it's amazing. So I always make rumbles, but I now have a healthier alternative that has way better ingredients that I feel way more comfortable eating and way more comfortable sharing. And I know that then there's something healthy on the table. I know that if I've taken the time to make it and to buy the ingredients, I'm more likely to eat that, and hopefully other people are like, oh yeah, they've gone out of their way and made this food, so I'm going to eat it too. Or, you know, more often than not, if there is a healthy alternative that still tastes really, really good, people do prefer that. We all like to eat healthier food, but we also like to eat really fun tasting, you know, different kind of treat foods. So if you can marry the two together and get the best of both worlds, then, you know, that's a win-win on a Christmas day. Final tip. This is a silly one, but it works. So do it, don't do it, but you know, it's going to keep you accountable, that's for sure. And that is, go and buy yourself something really nice to wear for Christmas Day and make it fitted. Don't put on your favorite baggy dress that gives you room to eat all of the food in the house and nobody can see it and you can't feel your bloated belly because it's hidden under this big loose dress. That is the classic thing that we would do when I was younger, is just wear this really nice loose fitting like maxi dress and you can eat whatever you want and it's no big deal. Don't do that. Start with something really nice and fitted, or has a little waist tie or whatever it is, or jeans that do up, and eat within that limitation. There is no way to cheat the system if you've got something that then doesn't fit. You don't want to be sitting around at somebody's house in an outfit that doesn't fit or feeling incredibly uncomfortable and you can't enjoy your time. It will keep you true to eating the right portions of food. You can still eat some treat foods, but you're going to eat the right kind of portions and not go absolutely crazy, because otherwise, let's be real, your clothes don't fit. So that's my 5 tips. Don't stress about it. It's Christmas, enjoy it, but make it mindful. Enjoy eating good food, good shared food that you've made together with good company. But if you can make some better choices, for me, I've got 5 little things that I'm going to follow over the day that are going to make me feel a little bit better come the next day and the week of training and whatever I'm doing after that, and not make me feel like an absolute total mess. Hopefully you can do the same. Take it for what it's worth. Enjoy. I hope you like these tips, and I will see you guys next time. See ya.
Making our Christmas memory.